Hey guys, this is probably going to be a quick one today. Just, I suppose, because I haven't really done a video in a while, and I thought, well, I'd just give a quick update and keep you all posted on the journey, I guess. Lately, I've been having a lot of anger issues. Like, anger is kind of I try not to be angry, but I get angry about a lot of things. More so, I suppose, anger with myself and how I am and how my mind works, and having to try and, I suppose, accept things, like accept how my life is and accept how I am and accept the circumstances of everything, I suppose. And plus, it doesn't help that I haven't been sleeping. Like, I have basically got a eviction notice for the house I'm living in now, so I've got a month to try and find somewhere else. And I'm trying not to stress about that too much. Just staying proactive and trying to find somewhere else to live, I guess. So it's with all the anxiety and the anger stuff and not being able to sleep, my moods have been fluctuating quite a lot recently. And so I've taken a big step, well, for me anyway, which is I've decided to, I got a referral from my doctor, and I'm actually going to go see a proper psychiatrist, not just a psychologist. And I'm looking into getting back on the meds, I guess. Well, the thing is, I've been, like, had this whole depression thing for as long as I can remember, and because I'm not self-medicating anymore, because I'm not doing drugs or drinking or any of that type of thing anymore, and I kind of have to deal with it, like, in a way that I don't really want to. Like, I don't want to have to get back on, I don't want to have to rely on pharmaceutical stuff just to be able to mingle with the human race, I guess is probably the right way to put it. But yeah, the problem, I suppose, is, well, because I'm delving into a lot of old stuff, a lot of abuse type stuff, and it's very exposing and very scary and very yeah, scary is probably the best way to put it, because I'm so used to just not sharing that stuff and not really like, there's only really a couple of people in my life who I've really told my whole story to, and maybe one day I can share that here with you guys, but in all honesty, I probably can't. But yeah, I needed to really do everything that I can to level out, to be more like the person I'd like to be. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with who I am, and I'm very comfortable with who I am a lot of the time, because I know myself better than anybody else does, and so I can identify my triggers, and if I feel a mood coming on, I usually delve a lot into music and other things like that to try and control the like, what happens when I flip. Like, when I flip out, I'll often lash out, and that usually involves drugs, sex, or alcohol. And but I know deep down inside that that's all just like a crutch. That's all escaping type thing, and I don't want to do that anymore, because I'm 32 years old, and I've been kind of a screw up my whole life, and I don't want to be that. Like, part of my thing that I have against myself is that I feel that I'm like a failure all the time. Like, I always don't think I'm good enough for anything, like whether it be love or happiness or success or anything. And so I need to do this to try and, well, improve my situation. And so it should be interesting to see where it goes. I'm a little scared about going back into the whole medicine type thing. But I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube from other people who suffer from mental illness. Like, I used to define myself almost by the whole bipolar thing, but I'm just different, and I do have a mental illness, and the people in my life that really matter, they know that and they understand that, and so I don't always act the way I know I should, and I often lash out, and I often lose my temper. And a lot of the time, if I know I'm going to lose my temper, especially if it's somebody I really love, I try not to take it out on them. I really try. But sometimes it happens. And then I'm left feeling guilty and ashamed, and like I have this inner monologue in my head where there's the passionate side of me, and then there's the rational, calm side of me. And when I'm in my moment and I'm losing my shit, whether it be about something that I'm really, like something I love or whatever else it is, at the time I'm all instinct, all feeling, all passion, all everything. But at the same time, I've got this little voice that speaks to me going, well, Adam, you're being an idiot. Calm down and approach it rationally, and don't take things so personally. But I can't help that, and I can't help being how I am, and I can't change. When I say that, I don't mean that like I can change. Everybody can change, but in terms of the core things that make me who I am, this is me. This is what I am, and this is who I am. And it's more about when I was a lot younger and before I had really got a chance to be really in touch with who I am, I wanted to be things for other people, whether it be the great friend or a great lover or whatever. It was all about putting other people ahead of myself, because I never saw a possibility for a solution for me, and I always defined how I saw myself in how other people saw me. Whereas now I'm doing it all for me. It's all for me, because I've had a number of relationships, both romantic and friendship wise, and a lot of it's been defined about on that whole selfishness thing. Like, a lot of people, when you put yourself out there and you really try to be things for other people, a lot of people are quite happy for you to be that, but everybody needs that thing for themselves too. And so what I really came to realize is that if I don't do this for me, then it's just a waste of time. And that's what I'm doing. It's all about what I need to do for me, because I've made some horrible mistakes, and I've hurt a lot of people, especially those I love. And well, I want to be a better man and a better person and a better friend, and this is all part of the journey which I know. Look, I know I'll get there. I know I will. I don't know how long it will take, and I don't know where the journey will take me. I'm fairly certain I'll have a lot of rocky periods along the way, but I know I can do it, and I know that I can be somebody that not just other people can be proud of, but that I can be proud of myself too, and feel that once I reach that, then maybe I'll be deserving of all those things that I don't feel that I am deserving of, whether it be like someone to love or really close friendships, because I don't have a lot of very close friendships. My closest friends, believe it or not, are usually people I haven't spent a whole lot of time with, but I talk with a lot. Like this whole internet, Facebook type thing. It's great, but at the same time it makes me feel especially lonely, because you can have somebody who you can talk to about everything and anything, but you never. I need that face-to-face thing. I need that interaction, and well, it's a lot. Of course, it's like talking into a camera, and you're not really speaking to a real person. So it's sharing, but it's like safe, and I need to get out of that zone. I need to be able to talk to other people and not just be the storyteller that I often play when I'm in social situations. Like, I'm usually either the comedian or the storyteller, but I'm a lot more than that. I have a lot more feeling and a lot more. I'm a very emotional person. And I care a lot, as much as I wish I didn't. I care a lot about people, and I kind of would like to one day feel that maybe I'm a part of something. Because the reality of it is, well, I'm been a prisoner in my own head for a long, long time, and I've idealized people who gave me an avenue to open up, someone who I could share everything with, and I've idealized them and not approached anything in a realistic sort of sense. Because, well, like with me, it doesn't happen a lot, but when I feel that connection with somebody, like, it's not just a friendship type thing for me, it's a lot more than that, and it's really awkward and weird, but at the same time it's very real. That's how I feel. It's very, like, I don't feel in small measures. It's a lot or nothing sort of thing. Or actually, it's very rarely nothing. But there's no middle ground with me. There's no grey. Oh, there is grey. Oh, there's lots of grey, actually, if you're speaking like figuratively, I guess is the right word. But so the journey is exciting and it's scary, but I know I'm getting better. Every time, like, sometimes when things go bad, I have this thing that goes through my mind where I go, well, every time I take several steps forward, something shit happens, and I go back to where I began. But what I've noticed is through the therapy and through learning and growing as a person and learning to really understand myself and not just put so much pressure on other people to fulfill me, to give me that sense of belonging and love and feeling and all that other kind of thing, which I would love to be able to get that from another person. But if you can't feel that for yourself, then it's just kind of, you're not wasting your time, but the hole will still be there. And I'm sure I've said this before, but the journey is what matters. The ideal for me is to be a person that I can be proud of and that I can share openly and honestly with the world, and share my talents and my gifts and my heart. And I know I will get there. I know I will. So that's why the psychiatrist is going to happen now. Because I'm going to try the medicine thing. I'm going to try with some real deep intensive therapy and really delve into the whole, like, suppressed memory and night terrors and the bad dreams and the extreme loneliness and all those other things, which really are like a big heavy weight in my heart and just weighs me down and makes me feel like I'm like I feel all the time. I feel like I'm a jigsaw puzzle that's missing a few pieces, or like a broken mirror, like a pale reflection of who I think I really am. And so that's what this is all about. This whole journey is all about that. About becoming somebody that I can be happy with too. I mean, really happy with. And yeah. I know I keep talking about planning videos and putting shit together and making them more professionally and stuff. But look, the way my mind works and the way my feelings work and all that type of thing, I can't promise anything. Can't promise anyone anything, because I don't know how I'll feel tomorrow. And maybe that'll change when I'm on the medicine. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll be able to provide a different sort of content, or even get back into the blogging thing more, or even abandon this altogether and find another brand new passion, something in my life to really sink my teeth into. Because I'm determined to make my mark on the world. Really, that's what it is. It's about feeling that I've accomplished something. I want to be able to look back when I'm an old man And this is my affirmation about, as much as I have suicidal thoughts and stuff like that, and I think about how easy it would be if I wasn't around and all that kind of junk, I ain't going anywhere. I'm not. And so I want to be able to look back at my life and what I've done and the people's lives, people whose lives I've touched, and the people who love me and the people who I love and all that type of thing. I want to be able to make a difference. And so, yeah, that's what this is all about. And so, another pointless, topicless video really, because I started on one subject and rambled on to another. Welcome to my life. But yeah, I'm actually going to I'm probably thinking of doing a different sort of subject video next week or later this week, depending on the moods, whatever. Thinking about getting into talking about maybe some comic books and some video games type stuff.